back to the channel. We got an exciting video for you guys today. It's a little different than our normal videos, but I still think you guys will enjoy it. So for everyone that doesn't know this, I actually shot this buck back in 2022 with my bow in a CRP pasture. This spot was so phenomenal because it was so overlooked by everyone. There was maybe a couple trees on it, the rest was just grass and weeds. And 2022 was the first year we ever hunted it, and I really didn't know what to expect that start of the season when we went and set it up. To say I was shocked would be an understatement when I checked the camera for the first time after 1 week, and I could not believe what I was seeing. Mature buck after mature buck almost every single day. And what was even crazier is the very first evening that I went to set the place up, there was a nice buck in daylight that same evening, just a couple hours after I left. So I could not believe it, and I was so excited to go into that season and be able to hunt this CRP pasture. So the season already being a little over a week in, I started hunting this place really hard, and I was really going after that same buck that daylighted the first day I set up the place. He was a mainframe 10 with a split on his G2. So as the season grew later, a new buck showed up, and if you're watching this video, then you know this is the buck I ended up killing. He's just 8, he's really wide, huge frame, just massive, not very thick, but he's a really old, mature buck. But even after he showed up, I still had my sights set on the 10 with the kicker. But come opening day of rifle, he vanished. I soon found out later that he was dead and that he was shot on the neighbors on opening day of rifle. Sadly, with the story of the Big 10 with the kicker coming to an end, obviously not the way I wanted it to go, I knew I had to set my sights onto a different deer. With the season progressing, and as I continued to bow hunt this CRP pasture, I passed up buck after buck after buck trying to get this Big 8. And on the morning of November 23rd, I was sick to my stomach when I pulled the card. The Big 8 had finally daylighted for the first time, and I wasn't there. I knew, as mature and big as this buck was, that he was not going to give me this opportunity very many times this year, so I knew I had to be out in the woods next time he was there. The only thing I could do now was to go back there that evening and hope the Big 8 was still in the area. I couldn't believe my eyes as the sun began to set what I seen over the horizon. It was him, the Big 8. Even though he was hundreds of yards away, I knew it was him because of how massive his frame was. Well, as you guys just watched, I put a perfect shot on the big 8 and not even going 50 yards until he fell over. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a kind of different type of video than what we normally do, but the big 8 is still to this day one of the biggest deer I've ever shot. By far the biggest spread and the biggest frame deer I've ever killed with a bow. And if you guys liked watching old footage, then let us know, and who knows what the next video might be. So the season already being obviously not. As the season grew later, a new buck. I soon moved on to the big 8 that I ended up killing because he started becoming very. Oh my gosh, Hayden.